Yoda brothers, what's up? It's the director. Another super special video coming out today, guys. A video that takes just so much time, but I enjoy doing it for you guys and love seeing your reactions. We're going to be showing you guys custom card art for every single team in the NFL for Ultimate Legends. We're going to give every single team a new Ultimate Legend that would get your fan base excited. This video is going to be representing the NFC conference. If you're looking for your team in the AFC, check out the description below. There is a link to that video, or stick around and check out this video too, man. Lots of really cool legends that could be coming to the game. And again, like I mentioned in my other video, people ask me, Siege, like, why do you do custom card art? You know, this is an example of Sean Merriman. Why do I make this? Well, one, I'm a huge fan of Ultimate Team. I like to speculate and fantasize about what we could see in the game. But two, I also think that if we show a lot of support to custom card art, it'll kind of give, you know, EA a direction to look at for future promos, maybe future games as well. So that is why I love doing custom card art. Lots of fun, and maybe makes a difference in future Maddens. If you guys enjoy this, it does take a long time. I don't ask this at the beginning of the video very often, but these card arts take so much work. If you would please kindly hit us with a like and sub to show your support for me, the creator, and the work itself, that would truly mean a lot. And with that, guys, let's get into this video representing the NFC with custom Ultimate Legends. Let's start out with Brett Favre representing the Green Bay Packers. I know a lot of you guys, every time I do custom card art, all of the Green Bay Packers fans come out in hordes saying, make sure there's a Brett Favre in the game, make sure there's a Brett Favre. And every time he is in the game, people really enjoy having him as their quarterback. Even though you guys already have Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre brings a uniqueness to element to the game, you know, with his name recognition, as well as crazy good throw power, crazy good accuracy. You know, the stats all around look really good. And uniquely in Madden 20, he would probably be a field general quarterback or a strong arm quarterback. So that would also indicate different abilities he would get. So Brett Favre would be absolutely amazing. Would love to see him back in the game representing the Green Bay Packers. Next up, representing the San Francisco 49ers. I almost didn't do one for you guys because you have so many legends in the game already, but I had to represent my boy Charles Haley. This guy's been in previous Maddens. Again, I see a lot of these cards in previous Maddens, and that's actually where I kind of learn about them. I come from a multicultural background. I'm the first NFL fan in my family, and so I learned about a lot of these guys through Madden Ultimate Team. Charles Haley's one of those guys, an absolute wrecking ball at outside linebacker. Great and a successful player rushing the quarterback. Would love to see him make a return back in Ultimate Team. Probably won't be this year, but maybe next year, because the San Francisco 49ers just have so many legends already. But we got him pegged at 89 speed, 96 strength, 96 tackle, 96 play rec, and then 96 block shedding, 97 power move, 94 finesse move. Yeah, he would be a problem. He would be a problem for any quarterback on the opposite side of the field. Next up, we've got the Washington Redskins represented by Darryl Greene. Now, Darryl Greene has been in Maddens in previous past. He was mainly known for his crazy speed. Even in years that we had Deion Sanders, Darryl Greene was faster. So I pegged him at 97 speed and acceleration with 96 man, 93 zone, and only 83 press. But still, who cares what his press looks like when he's got that kind of speed? He's the kind of guy you would want to match up with, you know, a Deion Sanders, just to make sure nobody's beating you over the top. So Darryl Greene is my pick representing the Washington Redskins. Next up, Dallas Cowboys, DeMarcus Ware, kind of like peanut butter and jelly. You can't say Dallas Cowboys without DeMarcus Ware. The guy is an absolute beast. I always feel like every year there's a bit of a shortage at outside linebacker, and DeMarcus Ware, when he's in the game, is like the first name I look at, you know, to represent that position. He's so good. Kind of reminds me of Lawrence Taylor, a little bit slower, but the guy's a quarterback eater, man. 88 speed, 92 excel, 94 block shed, 97 power move, 90 finesse move. Don't know if I mentioned this in this video, but again, I do go through previous games, and if they don't have a card in previous games, I actually watch film and make an educated guess as to what these stats will look like. So I'm not pulling these out of my butt. If they were in the game, this is really close to what they would look like. So representing the Dallas Cowboys is DeMarcus Ware. Next up is Dick LeBeau. Dick LeBeau. There was a year in Madden where there was an overabundance of tall cornerbacks in the game. And as you guys know, tall cornerbacks just get better animations for whatever reason. And Dick LeBeau was one of those guys. Really loved this cat in previous Maddens. Really fast, really good zone, or really good man coverage, I should say. We got him pegged at 6'1", 94 speed, 94 excel, 92 agility, 97 man, 93 zone, 93 press. In a year you guys already have Night Train Lane. Whew, imagine this duo on a Lions themed team, you know, locking down the defensive back position. Like, absolutely insane. So Dick LeBeau representing the Detroit Lions. Next up, Fran Tarkenton. Again, every time I make a video, Trump Monkey's like, make sure that we get a Fran Tarkenton card, please. I'd like to see Fran Tarkenton in the game. I get it. You boys like Fran Tarkenton. And he's never had a card in Madden Ultimate Team. So I did go back and watch some film on him. It really seemed like back in his day that he was kind of the mobile quarterback of his time. And even though he's definitely not as fast as guys now in these, modern NFL schemes, he was fast for his time. So I think he was one of the more improviser quarterbacks. We have him as an improviser quarterback in this card art. 82 speed, so he would get escape artist, but also really nasty throw power. He's kind of a mesh between improviser and strong arm, which is kind of nice. His accuracies are all fantastic. All of his stats look really, really nice. And I think Minnesota Vikings fans really hold a special place in their heart for Fran Tarkenton. So that's going to be my pick to represent the Minnesota Vikings. Next up, this guy might be like one of my top 3 favorite Madden players of all time. Harold Carmichael. Now, when you see tall receivers, they're generally going to be looked at as possession receivers that don't have a lot of speed, i.g. your Michael Thomases and stuff of the world. Harold Carmichael broke every rule of that concept. The man stood at 6'8", and he was still fast as lightning. 94 speed, 97 jumping, 94 catch and traffic, 96 spectacular catch, and then decent route running. This guy was probably the funnest card I've used in all my time at an Ultimate Team. Would I love to see him back in the game now? Hell yes, I would. Harold Carmichael is definitely my favorite Eagle and one of my favorite Madden Ultimate Team players of all time. So would love to see him back in the game. Eagles theme teams definitely need help at wide receiver, and this is the man to do it. So representing the Philadelphia Eagles is Harold Carmichael. Next up is Jack Youngblood. I've played with this card in the past, and he was a beast. Normally a right end. I made him a left end so you can match him up with Aaron Donald. What a beast this guy was. Decent speed, 86 speed is definitely fine. But look at that block shedding and 96 power move, 95 block shedding. This guy's an absolute beast. And I think it was his strength that gave him an edge on that defensive line. 95 strength, 96 tackle. He would be a fantastic add. And one of the rare, run stopping left ends in the game too, I might add. So he'll get different, X factors and abilities to go along with that. So I like Jack Youngblood. He's going to be my pick to represent the LA Rams. Next up, John Abraham. In previous months, John Abraham kind of got overlooked because he was one of those guys that got a legend card first. So his cards would always go out of date, and then people kind of forget about him. Well, don't forget about the player, man. The guy was an absolute beast. And not to mention, if he gets a high enough tier card, Madden Ultimate Team, he's an absolute wrecking ball. I used to operate with this guy in I think Madden 16 all the time. Very, very good item. We got him pegged at 91 speed, 93 excel, 93 strength, 95 block shed, 98 power move, 90 finesse move. Yeah, the guy would be a beast. I think he also played for the Cardinals too, but to represent the Atlanta Falcons is John Abraham. What a beast. Next up on the list, representing the Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, every time I do custom card art, all the Seahawks fans come out in hordes make sure we get Cam Chancellor. Bam Bam Cam has to come back. I'm on it, dudes. Here's your Bam Bam Cam custom card art. You guys who have played in the past with Cam Chancellor know how incredible he is as a user. 93 speed, he's 6'3", 99 hit power, 95 zone coverage. He's damn near impossible to stop as a user. And in a year where safeties are being usered in the middle of the field in nickel packages and stuff like that, he would be so good in Madden 20. So here's my custom card art for Cam Chancellor. Again, I'll be posting these on Twitter at a later date. Keep an eye out for the details on that at the end of the video. So Cam Chancellor, there he is representing the Seattle Seahawks. Next up is Larry Wilson. Oh man, you guys remember Larry Wilson? I think again, Madden 17, 16, somewhere around there. He was a free safety featured in the game. And honestly, his speed was really good. His zone coverage was really good, but he didn't stand out to me as going to be a super glitchy card. But something about Larry Wilson carried with him the mud force factor. I could always count on him sideline to sideline to make a play. I loved having him on my team. I think he was my free safety all season long just because I liked him that much. Larry Wilson's going to be my pick to represent the Arizona Cardinals. Next up on the list, I think we're getting close to the end here, guys. Sid Luckman. Sid Luckman. Now, one, I wanted to make an old school looking card. I was lucky to find this photo and I was like, yeah, this is the guy. Number two, you guys really need a quarterback. I know what Cordell Stewart might be coming at some point. He was a Steeler, but also played for the Chicago Bears at some point. You guys always have an amazing defense, really good run game, but really no quarterback. And I think Sid Luckman is like the best representation of what it means to be a quarterback in his time, and probably your best quarterback in your franchise history. He wasn't so much of like a mobile quarterback, at least from what I looked at in his film, but man, the guy could sling it accurately deep. So I'm going to give him 94 throw power, 97 throw accuracy deep, and 98 throw under pressure. It seemed like he really made those crucial throws when it really mattered. Really no reference to go by in Madden Ultimate Team, but again, what my eyes tell me, he would be a very fun quarterback to operate with in MUT. So to represent the Chicago Bears is Sid Luckman. Next up, Steve Gleason. This is an important player in NFL history, guys. If you're not familiar with Steve Gleason, don't feel bad, but I want you to go check out a documentary on Amazon Prime. I think it's called Gleason. This man carries a legacy with the New Orleans fan base and the city of New Orleans. After the Hurricane Katrina, the city was really, really fragile. The city was kind of picking itself back up again. And Steve Gleason made a couple of really crucial plays, I won't say what, to help kind of elevate that team back, get their confidence back after that tragedy. And after his career in the NFL, he ended up being diagnosed with ALS, and he went on to do amazing things with his life. I'm not sure if he's passed away. I think he's still alive right now, but he's a truly unique and special player in NFL history. And I wanted him to be represented the same way, kind of like Pat Tillman was represented in the game. So Steve Gleason's going to be my pick. He was also a very good player. We got him pegged at 95 speed, 97 excel, 94 play rec, 92 zone coverage, 94 hit power. So he would be very, very good. But really the story that comes along with this guy is really inspiring. So definitely check out that documentary if you haven't already. Next up is Steve Smith. I'm a Utah guy, and Steve Smith Sr. started his career in college ball, at least, at Utah. So I love this guy. I've been following him for a long time, him and Eric Weddle and all those dudes. I remember people saying that he was too short. They were really concerned about his height, and he just went out there and proved everybody wrong, man. Such a cool player. 94 speed, 95 catch, 96 in traffic, 95 short route running. All the route running is fantastic. He has had previous cards in the game, and I always remember thinking, man, he should be faster. He should have better catching and this and that. But he always has the MUT force factor, and that's why I like Steve Smith. A lot of spunk, a lot of attitude, a lot of character, and a very reliable wide receiver when it comes to Madden Ultimate Team. So that's going to be my pick to represent the Carolina Panthers. Next up on the list is going to be Tiki Barber. So many good Giants to choose from. It was really tough for me to choose because there's so many good names. But I remember Tiki Barber, and I really like Tiki Barber. And him and his brother, Rondé Barber, kind of started the same thing that we're seeing with Nick and Joey Bosa. I liked that dynamic. I'm going with Tiki Barber. You guys already have Saquon Barkley, but my God, a 1-2 punch is so fun to have in Madden Ultimate Team. And Tiki would be such a good item to add to that squad. 95 speed, 96 excel, 96 agility, 92 break tackle, 95 elusiveness. A very slippery halfback in the game. Would love to see Tiki make a return back into Madden Ultimate Team, and just kind of a fun guy to watch, man. I would love to see him come back to represent the New York Giants. Next up, and I think this is the last one, dudes, Vincent Jackson. You caught me red-handed. I know, everybody knows Vincent Jackson was a San Diego Charger at one point in his career. But what I loved about Vincent Jackson is that even after he left San Diego, which he was really good in San Diego, I thought he got better in Tampa Bay, which is kind of weird to say, but he really did. He was really, really one of those bright spots on their offense for so many years. Yeah, he digressed, and maybe people kind of forgot how good he was, but this is one of the funnest wide receivers to use in Madden Ultimate Team. Madden 16, I believe, he got a card. And wow, was that fun. Whether or not he was a Charger or not, this was a fun card to use. So fast, so tall, got very unique animations, really hard to cover one-on-one, and had crazy, crazy good catching. We've got him pegged at 94 speed, 95 jump, 98 catch, 97 in traffic, 93 spec, and really good route running. Love cards like this. Give me those tall boys on the outside and let me go to work as my quarterback. And I think that's going to do it for the entirety of the NFC, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you like these picks? Do you have other suggestions you would like to see as far as Ultimate Legends are concerned? Let me know in the comment section below. And I mentioned in my other video that if we can hit 2,000 likes, which is where I feel comfortable, 2,000 likes on this video, I will do this again. We'll go through and make custom cards for every single team in the NFL, and I'll be using your guys' suggestion from in the comment section below and on Twitter to determine who these players are and who gets the custom card art. Again, fun to speculate, but kind of cool to think that maybe if we push hard enough, that EA might look in that direction for future promos and future games like Madden 21. Now, if you guys want to see these custom cards, maybe as just as a photo as itself, some guys like to use them as like, profile pictures or just, showing off on Twitter. I will be posting these on Twitter at a later time, so keep an eye on this link right here, Kiwi_filmmaker. You can find me right there, and it's in the description below. We can all have a good time speculating on what could be. Well, if you guys liked this, definitely hit us up with a like and sub. So much work goes into these cards, guys. So much work. And we're really trying to grow the channel. So it would mean a tremendous amount if you guys would take just a couple of seconds to hit that like, sub, and maybe even that bell notification for good measure. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. This has been the Director. And as always, stay frosty.
Last chance, 4th and long, finding the will to bolt up. Bundle up, cause you know we stay frosty. I take my frosty, chocolate, vanilla, or swirl. Mud master, YouTuber, come on, let's give it a whirl. Mud Madden, Twitch streamer, put the snowman to shame. Staying frosty's the only way we stay alive in this game. They're reffing the match, directors directing the game. Scared of my underdog team, you know them gods will be slain.